New at 5:30, Senator Sherrod Brown leading a push to help veterans who may have been exposed to some toxic chemicals while they were serving overseas.
Those veterans and their families say their claims for health care have been denied because of difficulty proving their illness was caused by their service.
So NBC4's Alan Henry spoke to the senator, two families who also say that their lives have been changed by toxic burn pits.
I have 5 different lung diseases, to include constrictive bronchiolitis obliterans, from my toxic exposure to the burn pits.
An increasing number of veterans like Andrea Knightsling say the health problems they face today were caused by breathing in the pollution from burn pits.
The one on Camp Bucca was probably about the size of a football field, and they would line it with all the trash from the base and light it up with jet fuel.
Sergeant First Class Heath Robinson was in the best shape of his life when he was suddenly hit with fatigue and constant nosebleeds. His wife Danielle pushed him to go to a doctor who found a diagnosis, stage 4 lung cancer.
The first thing he said was, "What have you been exposed to? Your cancer is presenting as a toxic exposure." This was 2017. He was deployed to Iraq in 2006 and 2007, so this was 10 years later after his deployment.
In trying to find care, veterans and their families are running into a problem. The delay between exposure and symptoms has some of their care being delayed or outright denied.
His approval to get imaging would be delayed for the oncologist. They were denying medications he needed to make him comfortable. And then I was denied caregiver benefits by the Columbus VA.
Doctors at Ohio State are working to prove the connection between burn pits and medical issues by exposing mice to the same pollution.
3 to 4 weeks is around a year in a human, and so we know there may be long-term effects of burn pit exposure. The heart is compromised, lungs are compromised, as well as now really the newer areas, the development of neurodegenerative diseases.
President Biden shared Heath's story at the State of the Union earlier this month, calling on Congress to help our veterans.
Danielle says Heath was a fighter to the very end. He didn't know how to stop fighting, and neither did she.
Senator Sherrod Brown, a member of the Veterans Affairs Committee, is confident something will be done.
We're going to do something because the overwhelming majority of Congress wants to. I mean, some people oppose this because it's President Biden's initiative, perhaps, but some of us have been working on this for years. So, I mean, maybe Biden looks good because of this. I don't care. What we care about is these veterans should be served, and we owe it to them, and nothing should get in the way of our doing it.
Doctors at Ohio State are also researching the possibility that the exposure from these burn pits can cause genetic mutations, increasing the risk of heart disease or other illnesses in the children of those exposed. You can find my full interviews with Andrea and Danielle on our website, NBC4i.com. Local for you, Alan Henry, NBC4.